Welcome, builders of the internet. My name is Jessa and I work in construction. Today I'll be going over the jobs that there are within the industry. The government website listed nearly 80 roles and I could name many more beyond that, which, as you can probably tell, is way too many to compress into one video. So I'll be covering the main subcategories, the types of jobs that fall within these categories, and their salaries, which of course is what everybody wants to know. And then finally, the typical routes to get these careers in the industry. This information is based on the UK construction industry, and if you'd like more information and to see my sources, you can find a link in the description below.
Is building on my mind.
What are the main subcategories of the industry? Construction can be split into three main subsectors, namely craft, technical, and professional and management. There can be overlap between these three, however, they can generally be defined as the following. Number 1. Craft or trade workers. These jobs tend to suit people who prefer to do something more practical or physically demanding. In construction, trades can be when either an activity is carried out by a skilled craftsperson, say bricklayers, carpenters, electricians, or when people are supplying tools or materials. Number 2. Technical roles. These are supportive jobs where people working in these positions are assisting somebody in either crafts or professional and management. You generally need a decent level of practical knowledge in order to work these jobs, but you don't always have to carry out the manual labour. People like estimators, buyers, roofing technicians fall under this category, and these jobs tend to suit people who are good at organisation and communication. The third category is professional and managerial careers. Unlike craft workers, people who work in these positions can be involved in multiple stages of the project, not just the construction phase. For example, in early stages where planning is still going on, or after practical completion where maintenance is required and the performance of the building needs to be monitored. People like architects, engineers and surveyors fall under this category. Generally, these jobs require higher levels of qualifications in order to get the jobs. However, you can work and study simultaneously for some positions, or you can even use your experience from craft or technical roles in order to gain these positions. On to the second part of the video. What are the typical jobs and salaries in these subcategories? The subcategory of craft workers can be broken down into even further subcategories. For example, there's materials. Carpenters fall under this description, and these people make and install structures and fittings made out of wood. These fittings include stairs, floorboards, cupboards, stage sets. The list goes on and on and on. The next subcategory is exterior workers, for people who work on the outsides of the building. For example, bricklayers. They build houses, repair walls and chimneys, and refurbish or restore some structures. As well as exterior, you have interior, for example, plasterers. These workers prepare walls and ceilings so they're ready for decoration, i.e. painting, and other finishes. Next, we have specialist services. There are electricians who fit, service and fix electrical equipment and the like. They could be installing new systems, maintaining existing ones, or treating highway systems like streetlights. The next category is plant workers, say plant operators who work with machinery and equipment like excavators, bulldozers, dump trucks, forklifts, and they also perform safety checks on building sites. There are also people who carry out demolition services like scaffolders who put up and take down scaffolding so that workers can operate safely at heights. And then finally there's the other category under craft workers. For example, builders merchants. These people sell products or provide relevant information, and they can be selling to either people within the trades or just members of the public. Next, we have the technical subcategory. You can usually tell if jobs fall under this description because they've got the word technical or something similar in their job title. So this can include architectural technicians who assist architects, which includes preparing documentation so that they're ready for approval, ensuring that the right specifications are there, giving technical advice, and then going on site visits as well. There are also estimators who are there to help work out how much it will cost the company to provide their services or products. They can be involved in making bids to help bring in work, or they can be helping manage if the project is in line with the forecast amounts and that everything is within their budget. Also, site inspectors. These people need to check the quality, progress and safety of the construction works. They require a lot of knowledge about building and construction in general to ensure that work is following plans and so that they can find defects. The last career I'll be talking about under the technical category is engineering technician, who, surprise surprise, assists engineers, for example civil engineers. They may be carrying out site surveys, analysing ground materials, reporting any issues to managers, or creating engineering design plans. Now we have professional and management careers. Similar to craft, this subcategory can also be broken down into many categories, like design. Architects fall under this, and they're people who create plans, the designs, and choose the materials for the buildings to ensure that they stick with the regulations. The next subset is engineers, for example civil engineers, as I've mentioned previously. These people ensure that sites are following health and safety rules. They design and manage construction projects and evaluate risks and potential effects on the environment. Under the surveying category, we have quantity surveyors. These people are on the cost side of construction, and they help evaluate whether projects are feasible or what the potential risks are. They help negotiate contracts and monitor the progress of contractors to ensure that people are getting paid fairly. Next is management. For example, site managers, who have to organise the work going on site, ensuring it's being done safely, on time and within budget. They also have to check the quality, check plans and oversee the staff being hired for the project. And last but not least, we have planning, say town planners, who help shape the way towns and cities develop. They also help develop policies, make decisions about planning applications and provide advice. And finally, what are the typical routes into these careers? For craft or trade jobs, typically there are intermediate or advanced apprenticeships where you may require some GCSEs and potentially A-levels or qualifications from college courses. Technical roles can have slightly higher requirements, maybe a larger number of GCSEs and A-levels, and sometimes even a degree. There are also apprenticeship routes into these jobs. For professional and management roles, the apprenticeship levels for these tend to be higher, so maybe degree apprenticeships, and these are available for jobs say in surveying or engineering. Some jobs specifically require a university degree and work experience, like town planning and architecture. Thank you for watching this video. There are so many ways that the jobs in construction can be categorised, so if you agree or disagree with it, let me know in the comments. Either way, that's all I have to say about the construction industry for now. I hope it helped build on your mind.
Thanks for watching this channel, it's building on my mind. Check out my other videos, but first hit the bell and comment, like, subscribe.